number 3 of the Whippy Thanksgiving Tournament. It'll be the third game of the round robin for the Toros. Unfortunately, they can only go into the consolation round. They can't make it into the championship rounds after losing the first 2 games to Barrie and Goulding Park yesterday. Today, their competition is the East York Bulldogs. They can throw a little wrench into their plans. First shot there from Pitty goes into the glove of Van O for a face-off. Another face-off coming off to the left of the East York goal. Around the boards, captain at the line. Nice play by Pickle to hold the blue line. Throws it at the net. Goes in behind the goal. Vandell clears it in behind the net. Trying to walk it out of front. Tried to find Stone with that pass. Got taken away by East York. Goes over the stick of Pickle. And now the opportunity. First opportunity of the game for East York coming into the zone. First shot is going to get stopped by Parker Shaw. Rebound out of front. Gets swept aside by number 44 on the rebound attempt. Captain at the line on the other side by number 2. And keep it in there. Taken away by the Toros up through center. Coming into the zone. As Brody Pitty, who collides with his man as he tried to make his way around him. Pitty's going to get the loose puck at the face-off circle. Send it out of front. But the pass was out of the reach there of Beveridge. East York get that loose puck. Trying to move it up through center now is Rogers. Rogers comes in, number 16 for East York. Puts the brakes on, throws it back to the line, taken away by Bishop in behind the net. Trying to get that puck free from in behind the goal and relieve some of the East York pressure. Cleared up through center, knocked down by Patera. That's going to find number 11 who drives for the backhand. That was Edwards. Lead pass out of the reach. Onto the stick of Rogers. He couldn't go anywhere. Tapped in there. Again. Number 14 takes a shot. Nice block there by Bishop. Tapped in at the line though. East York was firing on East. Here comes Ethan Jackman. 2-on-1. Along with Riley Brandt. Jackman's going to take a shot. And it goes high and wide over the net. Rebound out of front for Riley Brandt. And a big save. That took a Toros bounce out of front, but just couldn't convert it at the side of the net. It still stays at 0-0. 2 minutes into the game, we're still 0-0 here at the Iroquois Park on this Thanksgiving long weekend. We're going to have 2 games on MJ Broadcasting, and in a couple hours we'll have the minor Pee Wee AA Toros taking on Pickering and Pickering. Late pass up through center, up there for our dog trying to get away. Poked off his stick, but Ashley Mitchell picks up the loose puck. Mitchell tries to set it at the front. Our dog turns and fires, and a blocker save. A nice stop there from Valdor, who kicked that one aside with a right pad. Knocked down by Moore at the blue line. Chips it up there for Mitchell. Mitchell's just going to throw it in on goal. Defenseman's going to knock it down before it hit the net. Around the boards, kept in by Cooper McCaslin. He couldn't go with the puck, because that gets fired all the way down the ice. And it might have enough juice to go for an icing, but it's waved off as Moore picks it back up in his own end. Trying to walk it out of front. And that lead pass for number 9 was out of his reach as he was tied up. Another quick shot. Right pad save there from Parker Shaw, and he holds on to it. Another draw coming off to the right of Shaw. Gets one by East York. Trying to go with it. There was Pitty to get it out of the zone, and he couldn't. Stone was trying to help him out. And there's a turnover at center for Pitty. Trying to get around the check of Lamphus. Gets into the zone. East York come up with a loose puck and try and get it out of their own end. With a lead pass for Lamphus coming up into the end. Lamphus couldn't take a shot as it got blocked there by the Toros defenseman out of front. Doesn't lose puck up the center is Pitty. Brody Pitty trying to turn on the wheels and get around the defense for the opportunity. Puts it in behind the net. He then gets taken down in behind the goal. Up through center with a lead pass. Pickle couldn't hold the blue line as the East York forward was able to get around him, and it starts a 2-on-1. Trying to find the man at the side of the net. Instead takes the shot himself, and it doesn't force Shaw. He makes a right pass save and then covers it in the crease. Face off to the right of the Toros end. Quick shot got blocked. Tapped in by Patera, who takes a shot. Turnaround shot's not going to make it through to the net. Patera looking for the loose puck. Gets around Patera. Ethan Jackman up through center. Drops it back there for Beavers as he tries to get into the zone. He slugs into the boards. Late pass up there. Trying to dig it free was Matthews. Along with that. And it goes into the East York Bulldogs end. Back in behind the net. Late pass is going right on the tip of Hudson Bishop. Bishop trying to shoot it and couldn't. That was a turnover, but Bishop just couldn't get a shot in on net. Instead, he throws it at the front. Looking for that loose puck is Riley Brandt. As the Toros are digging on that loose puck in the crease area. Couldn't pounce on that rebound. So Nolan Lee takes it back in his own end. On that clearing attempt, Lee takes it back in behind his own goal. Up there for Adam Baker as he leads it up. Baker trying to find our dog with a late pass. Couldn't get around the defensive number 2. And over the blue line now with some nice moves is number 9. He couldn't fire it off the forehand as he did every dipsy-doodle move he could, just couldn't shoot it on the forehand. Goes in behind the net for McCaslin. Using the board to try and get it out. Can't get it past number 12, but he got some help to poke it free, and that was Baker who poked it out over the blue line. Jump back into the Toros end. We're under 5 minutes left to go here in period number 1 of a scoreless tie between the Novice AAA Toros and the East York Bulldogs. This will be the final game for both teams in the round robin. As mentioned, the Toros can only get into the consolation round a little bit later. East York still has an opportunity to get into the semi-final championship round, but as mentioned, if the Toros can knock them off, that might throw a little bit of a monkey wrench into those plans. Tip pass there from McCaslin, knocked down at the line. Big play by Dudek. Mitchell's going to pick it up. Dudek tried to hold the blue line, but he gets by him. And here comes the opportunity here for Baker in over the blue line with Ashley Mitchell. Adam Baker led the rush and got swept off his stick though. Coming back up the other way. So 1-on-3, we're getting our first penalty on the trip as Edwards got tripped up right before he hit the Toros blue line. So we'll see who's going to be the culprit. It'll be McCaslin that goes to the box for the first penalty. So East York will go to the power play when we come back. Toros have to try and kill off a power play now. Face off to the left of Shaw. Gets one there by the Toros. Big defensive win. Gets it past Devonish down the line. Matthews has got to go back in his own end. Matthews overskated the puck, finds it, and now clears it out. Off the boards, down the ice, in behind the goal. Nice play by Pickle. Pickle will pick it up in his own end before it rolled it on goal to Shaw. Knocked down by number 22 to keep it in the zone. Here comes an opportunity with a shot. And a left pad stop there. Quick reaction from Shaw as he kicked out the left pad on that opportunity. Devonish picks it up in his own end. Devonish turns it over to Pithy, who's going to kill some time on this power play for East York. He puts it back in behind the net. 3 minutes left to go here in period number 1. Around the boards it goes. That's going to try and get kept in by the Toros, and it does. Brody Pithy kept it in the zone. Exactly 1 minute left to go on the penalty to McCaslin as the puck's in the corner. App picks it up there for East York. Coming up through center with a pass. App's pass was broken up. Now he gets some help with Matthews. Matthews comes up into the zone, drops it for App. App looking for a shot, he got tripped up. Pithy's going to take it back in behind his own net. Go for a lead pass. That's going past everybody. And now Rohrbach couldn't go off with the puck as he chipped it down the ice though. That'll kill off some more time. Go for the lead pass up through center for Edwards. Edwards collects the pass, going up into the zone. Edwards with a drop pass as he tries to find the man going into the net. And the pass is out of the reach, it goes into the corner. Number 14 doing some good work, but he finally turns it over to Rohrbach. And Carter Rohrbach on the loose puck, just fires it down the ice. Now 5 seconds left. The Toros are going to kill off this penalty to McCaslin. Some good penalty killing and some good goaltending because you saw that left pad save of Shaw on that power play opportunity. That was one of the better opportunities that East York had on that power play. Jackman picks it up. Ethan Jackman picked up the loose puck, walks in front, but his shot went by him wide. He was trying to find the spot in between the right post and just missed it. Nolan Lee will pick it back up in his own end and get pressured on there by Edwards. Tapped in at the line. trying to find that loose puck and get it out. Here comes Jackman. He getting away from Patero as they got tangled up. We are in the last minute of play of period number 1. Chipping it up through center, knocked down by Moore. Noah Moore trying to get it past Lampress. Lampress tried for a shot, that's going to get blocked there by the Toros and cleared out. Knocked down at center by Quaid, who bumps it back into the Toros end. And it's going to be outside. 30 seconds left to go. There's a nice dump in shot into the corner. Back and behind the net is Moore. Setting it up for Matthews there for East York. He's going to use the blue line for Quick. Dudek shot, got blocked. Dudek picks up his own rebound shot. Went off the left skate there. Moore goes into the corner. Throwing it out of front. Nobody there to take the pass. Moore gets the opportunity to ring it around the boards. Kept in by Dudek. As East York are putting on the last little bit of pressure here in the first period. We have 7 seconds left. The Toros are just trying to hang on and get out of this period unscathed. And that's exactly what's going to happen as they take it out of their own end. And there goes the buzzer to end period number 1. The Novice AAA Toros and the East York Bulldogs are tied here on this Thanksgiving long weekend tournament in Whitby. Face off to start period number 2. Lamphus tried to win the draw. Toros get it. Ardagh coming up into the zone, trying to get around the defense for a backhand, and that went wide of the net. East York have had most of the opportunities in the first period, but couldn't crack Parker Shaw in the Toros net. Up through center, went off the right skate, and now Edwards picks it up. Edwards with Rogers, but it got stripped away from them. Rogers trying to find the loose puck and get it free up there for Lamphus. Couple walks away at it, and it finally comes free. Coming up into the zone on his own is Rogers, but he couldn't take it to the backhand as it goes into the corner. And it's going to be another penalty. It looks like the Toros are going to get penalized again for hooking. So East York will go back to the power play. The Toros have got to try and kill off another penalty and keep this at 0-0. There'll be a draw that's going to be off to the right of Parker Shaw. Gets one there by East York with a setup at the front. Trying to shoot it. Couldn't on his forehand. Spins away again, Matthews. Matthews throws it at the net. Didn't make it through to the goal. Toros pick it up and fire it past Patera down the ice. So now Patera's got to turn on the wheels and pick it back up in his own end. Patera uses the boards to ring it around, trying to find App to get it out. App can't get it past Landon Pico with the blue line. He dumps it in behind the net. And there's Patera on the loose puck. Patera almost lost it, but still has control up through center. Patera tried to start the breakout and lost it. And now number 2 picks it up and over the blue line. Shot clock blocked. Landon Pickle trying to get rid of it. Schlick gets the opportunity, and they do clear it out over the blue line. Patera trying to move it over to the other side. Pass up there for Apt and over the blue line. Apt trying to take a shot. It's going to be a weak one and a goal. And there's a rebound at the front, and Parker Shaw was able to find it as the East York player was in there looking to bang home some garbage out in front. Now 55 seconds left on the second East York power play. Captain at the blue line, nice play. Throws it wide of the net though. Goes into the corner for Edwards. Sends it up for Lamphus with a shot. Stopped there by Shaw right in front of the net. Lamphus takes the offensive draw and wins it. Back to the line. Trying to turn around with a shot was Wang. He couldn't get it through to the net. Now Wang picks it up at center. Wang coming in over the blue line for East York. Tried to go back to the line there for Ataturk. Lamphus chips it in behind the net. Toros trying to hang on and kill off this power play. Backhand, knocked down there, fired, tapped in at the line, and nice defensive play. He was able to bat it down right there at the blue line and keep it in the Toros end. Now coming up through center, knocked down by Wang. Can't find the loose puck, now he does, and tips it up there for Edwards. Taken away by Ethan Jackman in over the blue line. trying to get around the check of Wang, puts it into the corner. Jackman starts it short-handed, back to the line for Bishop. Toros are back to full strength as the penalty. Adam Baker is over. Trying to ring it around the board. Bishop hops over his stick, but Bishop is able to regroup. Picking it up now is Edwards into the zone. With a pass over to the other side, that pass got broken up. So that was Rogers that passed that puck. Tapped in at the line by number 27 with a shot. Tipped at the front, and it's not going to make it to his way to the net for the deflection as Shaw stopped the initial shot going to the net. It'll be a draw coming off to the left. It'll be Baker that's going to take the draw as our dog got kicked out. Kept in one on the draw there. Alderkirk tried to take a shot. That got blocked. Lead pass. Alderich's going to pick up the loose puck in his own end. Alderich got pressured on there by our dog. Coming up through center now are the East York Bulldogs. In over the blue line is number 11, App, who lost the puck. Captain by Matthews, who turns around with a shot. That's going to go in behind the goal. App is trying to pick up the loose puck in the corner. App tried to go back to the line and got broken up. And now Alderich tries to clear it out. Alderich puts it right onto the stick there of McCaslin. And now Alderich has it in his own end, trying to control the bouncing puck. Fires it past McCaslin at center. Super McCaslin with a lead pass for Baker. Trying to start a 3-on-2. Baker, our dog, and Asher Mitchell going to the net. Baker takes it wide and behind the goal. Adam Baker trying for the wraparound. Sends it effort for Mitchell, but he couldn't corral it on the forehand out in front, or he might have had the opportunity to pull the trigger. Matthews gets tripped up. There's no penalty there. Trying to go back to the line. Pithy tries to break it up, and he does. Our dog on the loose puck. Keaton our dog trying to get around App, and he will put it in behind the net. Our dog throws it there, but it got taken away by East York. Up there for Matthews now. Matthews back in his own end. Got pressured on there by Landon Pickle. Over to the other side as he tried to find Alderich, and it got broken up there by the Toros. Now starting it up through center was Matthews, who overskated the puck. Now he's going to turn it over to the Toros. Toros can't get out of their own end. Backhand shot there from Rogers is steered aside there from Parker Shaw in the Toros net. Put him behind the goal. Nothing here in the second period as we pass the 10-minute mark of period number 2. Quick shot thrown at the net. He tried to find Rogers at the side of the goal and it got broken up. That was a perfect pass, tape to tape, but just out of the reach. Kept in by Wang. Wang couldn't go with the puck. It gets cleared all the way down the ice. And it's going to die before the red line. Turned over. And it's going to be a penalty coming up here. We'll find out who the culprit's going to be. You know it's going to be for tripping. It's going to go to Rohrbeck. Rohrbeck's going to take the penalty for tripping, so it'll be a third consecutive power play for East York. And a draw just inside the Toros bench. Gets one there by Matthews. Late pass up through center. Coming up in over the blue line. Looking for the pass over to the other side. Trying to shoot it. That was number 9. Stopped there by Shaw with a stick. And then corrals it in his glove for a face-off. Another offensive draw here. The scramble draw as Jackman tries to win it. Can't backhand it out. Big opportunity for Matt, but he turns around with a block shot. Kept in by Dudek at the line. Dudek will fire it in behind the goal. Trying to find somebody to give it to at in front. Goes back to the line for Dudek, who held the blue line. Dumps it into the corner for number 9. Back to the line. There was a collision there with Dudek and Ethan Jackman. And the puck comes out at center. Alderich has the loose puck. Alderich getting away from the check of Beaveridge, but turns it over now. Short-handed Ethan Jackman puts it back into the East York end. Starting it up through center and over the zone was Dudek, who started the rush. Couldn't go with the puck, so just dumped it in behind the net. We're under 8 minutes left to go here in period number 2 now. Knocked down by Alderus right there at center. Alderus uses the other side as he tries to find his man number 9, who's at the bottom of all that. Coming up into the zone with a quick shot. Going to go, one shot, scores! That was Lampress at the side of the net. Took the pass and then snapped it past Shaw, which makes East York 1 for 3 on the power play. So the penalty to Rohrbeck turns out to be the death knell there. Is East York finally get on the board to make it 1-0. So now the Toros have got to try and find a way to get that one back. And you gotta know that maybe the referee might be watching East York a little bit more now that they've had 3 straight power plays. Our dog trying to get it out. Trying to turn around there is number 17 Edwards, and it's a glove hand pass. Lampress will take the offensive draw. Win it with a backhand pass. Lampress, the only goal scorer, just scored on the power play. Moves it up there for Rogers. Rogers trying to get around Nolan Moore for an opportunity. Throws it out of front, just out of the reach of Edwards as he tries to find him in the corner. Try and get it out through center. Is Beaver or McCaslin with a pass up through center for Baker. Baker going up there with Anthony Mitchell, but lost the puck before he could get a pass over there to him. Lampress with a lead pass up there for Edwards. Couldn't go with the puck. That's going to roll in on goal and wide of the net, so it'll go for an icing call. They'll bring the puck back into the East York end. So it'll be another draw off to the left of Verdone in the East York goal. Moving it up there with App, trying to get away from Luke Stone, dumps it in. Bishop trying to hold off Lampress. Cody Pitty with a nice pass as he tried to free Luke Stone, but got taken away. Leon Pickle moved the puck up for Rohrbeck. Carter Rohrbeck couldn't go with the puck. Took it in over the blue line, but that's as far as it could go. Knocked down by Tisperis. Taken away by Brody Pitty into the zone. Pitty along with Luke Stone. Pitty takes him wide and behind the net. Now he takes it in behind the goal. Pitty trying to fight off Alderus. Throws it out of front. Nobody there. Luke Stone a shot. That's going to go wide as he tried to chip it in. Stone takes it back in behind the net. Around the boards, captain at the line by the Bishop. Bishop shot got blocked there at the front. But the Toros are putting pressure on now, trying to tie it up. Stone tries to find Rohrbeck in the front, but the pass is over his stick. Coming back up through center, leading the rush is Tisperis. Tisperis into the zone, taken down by Pitty. No penalty shot, stopped there by Parker Shaw. And there's a loose puck there. Bishop trying to get away with it. Tripped up, no penalty on the call. Pitty got tripped up there right at the East York bench. Here comes Carter Rohrbeck on the loose puck. Rohrbeck gets tripped up again. No penalty on the call. Kept it into the line. Toros have had to kill off 3 straight penalties, and East York have gotten away with 2 tripping calls there, so Matthews picks it up. Trying to get away over to the other side. He takes it back in his own end, trying to spin away from Beveridge. And now they're going to come up through center. Trying to start a 2-on-1, Pickle. And now it's going to be a tripping call coming up to the Toros as Pickle tripped them up. So the Toros are going to go to their 4th straight penalty kill. That's the way it goes if you're the Toros. East York got away with 2 trips, and then Landon Pickle gets the tripping call. So now the Toros have just got to put that in the memory bank and try and kill this off. Kept in by Wang. Tipped at the front. Great pass save there from Parker Shaw as he followed that puck going into the net. Our dog trying to dig on the loose puck. Man's wraparound. Stopped there by Shaw as he was able to come post to post and keep it out. Big offensive draw here for East York. Will be taken by Edwards against our dog. Edwards wins it with a clean shot. Stopped there as Lampress tried to get a shot through. Lampress right there looking for his second of the game, but this time our dog comes away with it. Trying to start something short-handed along with Mitchell. Here comes the opportunity for our dog. Couldn't go wide past Wang, but it's still in there for our dog though. Chipping it up through center. Over to the side for Lampress. Lampress drops it back to the line. Rogers couldn't keep it in. Dudek tries to. That's not going to happen. Toros chip it out. 3:38 left to go here in period number 2. The only goal so far came on the power play a couple minutes ago by Lampress. Lampress tries to find the loose puck. Swept away by the Toros. Knocked down by McCaslin in the center. Dumped back in, but knocked down by Dudek, who tries for a leap pass for Rogers. Out of his reach all the way down the ice, and that goes for an icing call. So we'll get a short-handed opportunity here for the Toros with a draw in the East York end. Off to the right of Verdone. Trying to backhand it there was Pithy, puts it into the corner. Around the boards it goes, tapped in by Moore at the blue line. Moore goes over to the other side, broken up. Nolan Moore tried to find Nolan Lee, but now Tesperis is going off on a breakaway. Tesperis shot, stopped there by Shaw, and as App was looking for the rebound, Shaw was able to find it before he could deposit it into the back of the net. So we'll get a face-off off to the right of Shaw now. As the Toros get some new D out on the ice. 2:59 left to go in period number 2. A clean draw win shot goes wide of the net. Trying to ring it around the boards. Kept in there by East York, throwing it at the front for Tesperis with a shot. That got blocked. Tesperis gets the rebound. His shot goes out the crossbar, I think. He had Shaw beat, but not the iron in behind him. And it still stays at 1-0. Coming up through center was Baker. He couldn't take the pass. McCaslin dumped it back in. Toros have killed it off as a penalty to let the pickle is over. Digging on the loose puck right here in front of us is Cooper McCaslin, trying to get it free. And we finally get a whistle as Baker was able to corral it in the feet there of Tesperis. So it'll be a draw here in front of us with Ethan Jackman taking it. Jackman to take it against Lampress. Lampress not going anywhere, swept off his stick. Trying to find the loose puck there was Beveridge. Nice move there by Jackman. Dropped it back to Riley Brandt, trying to get it up. Gets it for Beveridge. Here might be an opportunity. Dropped it. Riley Brandt getting away. Dropped it for Ethan Jackman. Shot. Going high and wide. His opportunity. Tried to find the top shelf. He slid into the end boards, but he's okay. Throwing it up. Ethan Jackman tried to find the loose puck and couldn't. It was sitting right at the side of the net. Riley Brandt and Ethan Jackman creating some stuff here for the Toros. Jackman's backhand got knocked down. East York find the loose puck and dump it and clear a little bit of the Toros pressure all the way down the ice. It's not going to be an icing call though, as Shaw was a little bit hesitant, wondering if that would be a icing call or not. Late pass for Jackman trying to get around Wang. Late pass out of the reach of Edwards. Edwards coming up through center now with a pass over there for Rogers. Rogers to Edwards, throwing it in front. Stop there. There's a rebound at the front. I don't know if Shaw stopped it or if it went off the defense. Stop there again. There's no question about that, as they stopped the shot from Wang from the blue line, and he holds on to it. He'll take another face-off in the Toros end. Face-off off to the right of the goal. Shaw gets set. One there by Tesperis, back to the line. Trying to shoot now is Matthews. Knocked off block. Toros get the loose puck and try and chip it up with Baker. Baker for our dog was out of his reach. Now Tesperis picked up the loose puck. Tesperis showing off some moves. Finally lost it. Mitchell chips it out and puts it all the way down the ice. Goes into the corner around the boards. Toros keep it in there with our dog. Trying to get around the check of that. Tapped in at the line by Braden Schlitt, who fires it in. Dudek couldn't find it in his feet. Tapped in again by Schlitt. Braden Schlitt lost it. And now the opportunity comes back up the other way. Into the zone is App. He's got some help with the spare shot. Stick save there from Shaw, who kicked it aside. 20 seconds left to go here in period number 2 as they battle for the loose puck in front of the Casper scrap sign. Goes in behind the net. Kasparis finds the loose puck. Trying for one more opportunity for East York before the end of the second period. They had a man out of front, but gets taken away by the Toros. That'll do it for period number 2. And the Toros took a couple penalties in that period, and one of them found its way to the back of the net. Lampras has put East York's Bulldogs up 1-0 after 2 periods of play. Faceoff will come at center to start the final period number 3. Rogers is turning on the speed to get to the loose puck. Dropping it back to the line for Devenish's shot got blocked. Devenish couldn't get a shot through screen. Toros get the loose puck and start it up through center. Pitty's going to find it and try and get that rolling puck. It's going to die before it goes over the line for icing. Toros on the loose puck with Pitty. His pass got broken up. So now East York get to come back up the other way. Trying to come into the zone now is Lampras going end to end. And he got stopped there by Parker Shaw. There's the rebound at the front. East York are trying to dig away at it. And it's not going to find its way to the back of the net. It still stays at 1-0, but what a rush there from Lampras to take it from his own end. But he got stopped there by Parker Shaw, and he was able to corral that rebound out in front of the net as well and keep this still at 1-0 and keep this team in the game. Kasparis will take the offensive draw off to the right of the goal. Lead pass. Jackman knocks that one down. Trying to find it now is Riley Brandt as he comes in up into the zone. Drops it. Riley Brandt going to the backhand. Now he's trying to find through. Left pad stop there for Baldon as it goes in behind the net. East York trying to find the loose puck and get it out. Back to the line for Moore. His shot didn't make it through screen. As they try and find the loose puck, it goes in behind the net for Riley Brandt as he's getting outworked there from Alderus and behind the goal. East York come up with a loose puck. Kasparis can't go anywhere with it as there's a collision right there with Jackman. Matthews picks it up with some nice moves. Finally lost it. And then a collision as Ethan Jackman gets taken down. And again, there is no penalty on the call as Jackman just got collided with at center, finally making his way to his feet. So Jackman tries to shake it off at the bench as he had a collision there with the East York player. There was no penalty on the call. Toros still have yet to go to a power play, and they've had to kill off 4 penalties against them. Baker trying to move it up through center. In over the blue line. Adam Baker using his speed to take it back in behind the net. 2 minutes here into this third period. Nice play by Schlitt to hold the blue line. Braden Schlitt a shot. Doesn't make it through to the net. And now Dudek goes to the back end with a lead pass. Trying to catch up to it now is Rogers. Rogers is on his own. And nice play there by Mitchell. Asher Mitchell came back and got just enough of him. Quick shot. Rogers on the rebound, out of his reach. Rogers was right in the right place at the right time, but it was out of his reach and couldn't put it into the back of the net. Toros get the loose puck and fire it around there for Baker. Trying to get it out. That's not going to happen as Edwards drops it down low. Lampras goes into the corner. Lampras finds a man out of front. And it's Rogers going to the backhand. Stopped there by Shaw as he kicked it to left pad. Schlitt on the loose puck. Can't get it past Dudek. Dudek's shot got blocked there by our dog. Goes into the corner there for Lampras as he backhands it in behind the net. Schlitt and our dog trying to get it out. Tapped in by Dudek. Over his stick. Getting on the loose puck. Wang picks it up in his own end. Wang uses the glass to move it up. As the Toros going off on the line change, here comes Rogers into the zone. Rogers a shot. Left pad save there from Parker Shaw. Rebound out of front. And a rebound out of front of the net. Rogers did the wraparound out of front to make it 2-0 in favor of East York. Shaw was able to make the first save, but Rogers came around the net and stuffed it into the other side to make it 2-0. Bishop trying to chip it out. Here come the Toros up through center, trying to start 2-on-1. 3-on-2 coming up there with Stone as well. Cutter Rohrbeck was out of his reach. Oh, that might have been an opportunity. Late pass. Getting fired all the way down the ice. Over to the side is Bishop. Hudson Bishop with a nice pass over there for Rohrbeck. Pithy stays on side shot. Right pad save, and he didn't know where the rebound was, but he was able to corral it. It was in his pads for a face-off. So Vandelli was able to keep that puck out and keep it at 2-0. Turnaround shot there from Beavers, went wide of the net. Goes in behind the goal. Around there for Aldrich, who tries to go to the backhand. Knocked down there by the Toros. Ethan Jackman is back on the ice, trying to start something, but his shot went wide of the net. Fired all the way down the ice. McCaslin tries for a backhand out. Kept in by Rogers. And now Lampers gets the loose puck. Kept in at the line by Edwards, getting away. Edwards trying to shoot it. Nolan Moore tried to tip it out. Toros get the loose puck up through center, leading it into the zone with a quick shot. That's going to go wide of the net of Vandoli. Goes in behind the goal, throwing it out of front. Nobody there except the white jersey of Edwards. Fired past McCaslin down the ice. Moore's got to hurry. Lampers and Edwards are going for the loose puck. Lampers goes into the corner and dumps it in behind the net. Baker picks up the loose puck now. Coming up into the zone now. Adam Baker trying to get around Wang with some nice moves. Takes a shot, bounces wide of the net. That just missed the right post for Adam Baker. In behind the net as he tries for a late pass for Matthews. Kept there on Landon Pickle. Over to the side, knocked down there by East York in their own end. 9:30 left to go. Kept in by Bishop. He's going to fire it in for our dog in behind the net. East York trying to get it out of their own end. East York Bulldogs lead this one 2-0. A goal in the second period by Lampers on a power play, and then an even strength goal by Rogers here in the third. Our dog trying to change things with a shot. Stopped there by Vandoli with a big stop. Face off to the left of the goal. Pithy trying to shoot that puck. Takes it back in behind the net. Brody Pithy dropped it back to the line. Was out of the reach of Moore. Or Brendan Pickle would lost his footing. Over for Luke Stone trying to get that pass. Got broken up by Lampers. It goes into the corner. Bishop trying to get it free in the Toros end. Coming free for Lyndon Pickle now in behind the net. Pickle starting it out. Lost the puck. Finds it with a backhand pass. There's Luke Stone right here in front of us. He's going to dump it up with a nice pass for Pithy. Brody Pithy trying to get away. He finally had it taken off his stick. But it got kept in the East York end. Just for now, as Stone's trying to keep it in there. Luke Stone doing all he can. Finally poked it off Rogers. Coming up into the zone. As Edwards is a drop pass. Trying to shoot it on the backhand. That's going wide. Kept in by Devenish. But Devenish couldn't shoot it as it hopped over his stick. Using the blue line for Devenish with a shot. That's going to find a maze of players. Rogers tried to find the loose puck. Tip pass Aldrich. Here comes Cutter Rohrbeck at center. Rohrbeck getting some help with Luke Stone. He's going to find the loose puck in the corner. Stone trying to find it out in front of the net. Going to find Brody Pithy as he tries to find walk off Aldrich with a shot. Stopped there by Vandoli. The rebound out of front. Vandoli was able to stop it as Pithy tried to walk it in front, but it was a right pad save from Vandoli to hold it for a face-off with 7:24 left to go here in period number 3. There'll be a face-off off to the right of the goal. One there by East York, trying to get it out of the zone. Ethan Jackman couldn't corral the puck. Now East York come up through center with Desperius. Desperius kicks it back in behind the net from the face-off circle, throws it in front. There's a man sitting right there tried to fire it. That was Matthews, but it got blocked. Tapped in at the line by Wang, who slaps the shot wide of the net. Around the boards it goes from Nolan Moore, trying to get it out of the zone and release some pressure. Ethan Jackman with it, couldn't get past Dudek. Pass gets broken up there by Matthews. Matthews takes Jackman down. Riley Brandt trying to find the loose puck. Loose puck there for Beveridge. Jake Beveridge with the lead pass. Trying to find it now was Asher Mitchell. It was over his stick. Into the zone comes Wang with an opportunity. Defenseman now leads the rush. Shot wide of the net. Trying to keep it in the zone and throw it at the front. There was a pass there intended for Edwards that got broken up by the Toros, and they take it back in their own end with Moore. Around the boards for Dudek, who takes a shot. Ardog had to get out of the way of it as that was the shot heading right towards them. Keaton Ardog trying to out-muscle Dudek for the loose puck. Ardog shot stopped there by Bandoli with a glove hand save. They're getting their chances, at least in this third period. They just haven't been able to find one past Bandoli just yet. Coming up through center is Mitchell, who tips it in. Defenseman clears it up through center, trying to get it out. Here comes an opportunity, coming up there with Lampress. With shot, that got blocked, it goes into the corner. Collision in the corner there from Pickle. Lampress is beating up Pickle in the corner, and we're going to get a penalty. So the Toros get a chance to get back in the game. They get a power play down 2-0. Brody Pithy gets the puck. Pithy pokes it in over the blue line. Trying to start this power play off on the right foot. Puts it there for Ardog. Ardog turns and fires. Stopped there by Bandoli, and he's got the rebound out in front. Face off coming out to the right of Bandoli for the Toros as they try and get back in this. Ardog tried to win the draw. Now Keaton Ardog with a shot. Glove hand save. Pithy on the rebound. Can't poke it in. Toros putting relentless pressure on, trying to get on the board. Ardog trying to keep it in. It's going to get kept in by Adam Baker. He gets tripped up. Baker with a backhand shot. Quick shot. Goal! That one right there. It was just a turnaround shot from the corner, and it was able to beat Bandoli to the right pad. And I believe it was Ardog. Jackman trying to find the loose puck. Jackman gets taken down there by Apps as it goes into the corner. Toros still have a lot of time left on the clock. 4:30 left. It's now a hockey game at 2-1. Coming back up through center. Into the zone is Apps. Apps trying to get around McCaslin, and he lost the puck. And it's going to be a penalty coming up here for slashing. Power play goal is going to go to Pithy that put the Toros on the board. And there was either Pithy or Ardog that took that shot, so it will go down as Brody Pithy's goal that's put the Toros back into this game. Backhand shot from Edwards, trying to backhand it out. Up there for Rogers. The Toros have got to kill off a penalty to Jackman for slashing now. Thrown down, knocked down by Nolan Lee with a late pass. It's going out of the reach of everybody down at center. Trying to use the other side is McCaslin for Nolan Lee. He's going to go over into the corner and chip it out. Aldris finds a loose puck and uses the board to try and get it free. Here comes Rogers at center. Rogers turning on the speed, trying to start a breakout. Swept off his stick. Nice defensive play by McCaslin. Rogers on the loose puck. Rogers coming into the zone. He's getting some company as well. That pass out of front, hopped over the stick of Lampros, trying to find the loose puck there for East York, but it goes in behind the net. Lampros is trying to outmuscle the Toros defense and start something here. That's going to go into the corner for Rogers. Rogers uses the blue line, trying to get a shot through the screen. That's going to roll wide. Shaw can scoop it up as it goes in behind the net. So the play continues for Lampros to try and start something. Lampros' pass out in front was over the stick there of Edwards. Back to the line for Dudek, who tries to take a shot. That one's going to bounce in easily for a stop for Parker Shaw, and he'll take no chances. They'll take a face-off back in the Toros' end. Toros have killed off 120. They've still got to kill off 30 seconds on the penalty to Jackman. Turnaround shot from Matthews is wide. Kasparis takes it into the corner. Kasparis throws it out of front. Broken up. And now the Toros just have to dump it down. Jake Beaver's pass for Adam Baker was in his feet. Baker trying to chip it free again. Wang on the loose puck comes in over the blue line. Wang shot. And Shaw got just enough of that to poke it over the net. Shaw got his glove on that and made sure it stayed out. Tried to start something short-handed, but Baker was taking off the puck. Here comes Matthews into the zone. Matthews is on his own. Finally lost the puck. Trying to get it free. As East York players are all over trying to find the loose puck. And that puck does make its way to the net for a stop for Parker Shaw. Another draw coming off to the right of the goal. Lampros loses it. Oh, and the Toros almost got away with this opportunity. Pithy trying to get it out. Lampros is going to keep it in. Brody Pithy has put the Toros back in the game with his goal to make it 2-1. Pickle takes it back in behind the net. Pickle. Then the Pickle got pressured on there by Rogers, so they try and get it out. Kept in by Devonish, who's going to ring it around the boards and back in behind the Toros net. 1:35 left to go. Gotta wonder when Shaw's going to go to the bench for the extra attacker. Coming up through center now. It's Brody Pithy. He got a little bit of a hook in his skate. Over to the other side for Asher Mitchell, who takes the pass. Stays on side, but finally lost the puck. Now they come up through center with Rogers. Lost the puck to McCaslin. Or Mitchell, who chips it out. Now McCaslin picks it up right here in front of us. With his pass, it goes into the corner. Shaw still there in the Toros net. In the last minute of play, there goes Shaw to the bench for the extra attacker. And it's going to be Ethan Jackman that's going to be the sixth man in. That's going to be offside. Face-off gets won there by East York with a backhand over there for Kasparis. Coming up into the zone. Shaw's going to be going off to the bench again. Here comes Jackman on the loose puck. Ethan Jackman trying to shoot it with a shot. Stopped there by Vandoli with a big save. 35 seconds left. Still in the East York end. Pithy trying to dig it free from the sign out of front. It's closing in behind the net. Jackman trying to dig it free. Back to the line. Quick shot. That's going to go wide of the net. Ethan Jackman gets the penalty, so we have to play 5-on-5 with Shaw on the bench. So that should about do it for the game with 10 seconds left. Bishop gets it into the zone. Now East York just have to clear it out with 5 seconds left. Pithy with an upbeat shot. Stopped there with a right pad of Vandoli. And that was the last big save of the game. East York are going to hang on for a 2-1 victory. The Toros put the pressure on in the third period when they were down 2-0. Pithy cut it to 2-1, but they fell short to the East York Bulldogs 2-1, and the Toros dropped to 0-3 in the tournament. They're still going to continue though, as mentioned, they're going to go to the consolation round now, and we'll have one more game in a couple hours when we go to Pickering For the minor Pee-wee AA Toros, I'm the voice of MJ Broadcasting, Mike Jackman. Stay classy, Clarington.